We live? We going?
Yeah, after I yawn.
Oh, we're going.
Well, I'm going to edit that part out.
Okay. Hey, Tom and Thomas here. We're going to talk to you a little bit about the upcoming turkey season that is going to start next week. In fact, those youth hunts probably already started, but we want to talk a little bit about some of the options you have for turkey hunting and, you know, whatever else, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about broadheads, decoys, and turkey calls, some general stuff. And
okay, one of the neat new things we got in is this little decoy right here. Now you can't see my face because I'm hidden behind it. Neat decoy that allows you to camouflage your bow, because turkeys have awesome eyesight and they pick up anything. Okay, so this hopefully will disguise it, and it goes on quick and easy. Just a couple of wires. Ultimate Predator decoys. So, and throughout the year we'll talk about a bunch of different decoys that they have, but this one's kind of neat.
grabby. Those, I didn't realize those were like that.
Yeah, just
Kind of
what they call
like
quick
wire.
disconnect wires that you can bend and tape it right to your bow so that it's right there. So that's a neat one. And then of course there's always the standard decoys like these that you can set up, put around, have them come into your decoy. The trouble is you gotta be camouflaged or in a ground blind to pull back and draw on that turkey. As you know, we've been turkey hunting.
They'll go.
Yeah, they're gone in a second.
They're surprisingly tough for how many there are. How long ago did they introduce turkeys back in Idaho? I don't know.
Oh
It's been a
man,
while.
it's probably been 20 years at least.
But finally, they've really
Taken off.
Yeah. What are some of the areas that turkeys have been around the longest, and now some of the new areas that you're starting to see a bunch?
Well, of course, northern Idaho has a lot of turkeys. They've had them for years. Great place to go get a turkey. Here in southeastern Idaho, they introduced them mainly along the river corridor, and they kind of dispersed out from there. So they didn't know really what was going on with the turkeys. They were just dying or what, but they've kind of spread out. They've gotten established enough now that they're in the mountains. We see them when we go out elk hunting. And then down south, Preston has had a general season for quite a number of years. So there's quite a few turkeys down there. And then they spread up into the Income area, Pocatello area. In fact, this last year, they just added a new unit down there. I think it's Unit 70, where you can hunt turkeys also. So there's a good general season. For us up here, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, it's a draw only.
Okay, cool. You were showing me these little guys.
Yep, those are little adders. So the little star shaped.
You can see that. All right, let me see. Gets focused. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so those little adders are kind of a cheap little way to make yourself a turkey broadhead out of the broadheads you already have. So what you do is you take your broadhead out, put that in between your broadhead and your insert, and put it so that the flat part is towards the broadhead. That helps stop that broadhead so it doesn't, that arrow, so it doesn't go completely through just like that. So
Just like that, with the point out, or this way?
flat side towards the broadhead.
Okay.
Okay, so that way it stops that broadhead and arrow from going anywhere. Hopefully the arrow stays in it so the bird can't fly away, because turkeys are kind of small, they're camouflaged, they're pretty tough to find if you hit them and they fly away.
They've got a weird vital spot too. I mean, when they puff up their chest, you don't always know where you hit them. And you watch some hunting videos, and one of the first things they do after they shoot the turkey is they're running out of their ground blind and they're chasing after the turkey to keep it from flying off with their arrow, because that happens if you've ever shot a grouse or anything like that. Then, I mean, they're tough.
Yeah,
They're
there
tough
goes a
animals,
$20
so,
arrow, just
yeah.
bye-bye. Anyway, the other thing is, you know, a lot of people like using reeds. Reeds make a great, that's where the reeds came from. Elk calls were an offshoot of the turkey calls. And anyway, get a nice soft reed, try it. And it's kind of fun to make that different sound.
Yeah.
Fun to play with. You know, just get on videos and stuff, and they'll show you, tell you what the different calls are, clucks and, you know, putts. Yep.
Putts, yeah.
Yep. And then, you know, there's also the slates and the box calls, all those. We have a few of those in stock, so stop on in and kind of play with them, see with them. The box calls are a little bit easier than the slate calls. Slate calls are
They're a little bit tougher, yeah.
Yeah, they are tougher. A lot tougher.
Yeah, but where do you practice with that? In the living room?
If your wife can stand it, go right ahead.
Usually, I'd say the truck is probably, I don't know. My dad had a reed in my mouth since I was little practicing, and I know it drove my sisters, my mom crazy. So, yeah, but we found in the truck where I'm riding around with him or just by myself. You don't have to be embarrassed because you'll make all sorts of weird noises when you first put those in, and they'll tickle or just won't. I don't know. It takes some time. It's just like learning a musical instrument. So,
Yep. Just got to practice with it.
Great. If you have any other questions about turkeys or hunting or archery in general and want to ask, then feel free to put it in the comments and we'll look at those and make a video in the future. And thanks for watching.
Good luck.
Good luck. Happy hunting.